Hello, Bridget. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you today. Hopefully you're having a good night. How's your stream been going? For those who don't know, you should definitely follow Bridget. Very, very cool streamer. We are doing a little bit of sub-voted games tonight. Namely, one game. Only one. Not games. Ball Pit. A series of really interesting new roguelikes that have come out. This Megabonk. There's been a few recently that have really captured the imagination, as it were. Oh man. This chair is... it's so bad. I'm gonna have to get it replaced, I think. Pretty wrecked. Okay. It's a little bit of an Arkanoid-like, I suppose you could say. That's not... There we go. Why is... How on earth is that showing over top of things? How is that showing over top of things? That shouldn't even exist on this page. Huh. Interesting. That's very strange. Saw some scary stuff on your Blue Sky timeline about dangerously affordable and accessible HRT mids that could absolutely trans your kids. Well, not only that, they're also extremely discreet, so you'd have to look out for them. Really hard. It'd be very hard to find. Easy to purchase online from lots of reputable dealers that are simple to find, easy to purchase from. Glad you enjoyed that. It's important info to have. Weirdly enough, people should be aware of their healthcare options, and it should be between them and any medical providers they have, and that's kind of it. Wiggly lines. Have you played this at all? It's really neat. This is a, like, extra layer farm sim thing they have on top of it, which I'm not as big of a fan of, but it's interesting. Alright, I've increased my balls. Perfect. And I can't upgrade anything, although we have a marketplace where I could sell a lot of stuff. And I now have the Spendthrift, a new one that I haven't seen before. That and the Juggler I don't think I've had for chat too much. Juggler's really cool. Maybe this one's really strong. Shoot all balls at the same time in a wide arc. Huh. Okay. Yeah, roguelike Arkanoid, but also a shmup is a really interesting and very cool idea. Uh-oh. We have a problem. Hi, problem. Give me them kits if you got them. Anybody got any cats?
What do you see? The boy.
Oh. Go ahead and post them in the chat. Love to see them. Hi. You've been so fun today. You've been my little guy today. You have laid on my desk all day while I worked. I've worked and binged Columbo all day, and you have not left my side. You finally went down and saw Tanya, but only because I got up just now and had some supper and things. And now that I'm back, you're instantly right up here again, huh? That's funny. You've been really into hanging out with her, so it's weird that you're up here with me. Yeah. Okay, I do need to play my game, though. People have been waiting. Oh, baby. Do we got a full kitty picture? Aww. Oh, that's a cute one. Hi, I know. I know. What? I haven't given you a lot of attention today, that's fair. I have been just doing a lot of work, so you've mostly just been sleeping here and you haven't been getting all these pets. So I guess you're demanding that now, huh? Is that what's going on? Oh, sorry, I did the wrong thing. I turned the camera off, kept the alert up. There we go. Oh, I know. I need to do other things. Yeah. Hi. It was a little wet. I was a little wet. Yeah. Are you ready to settle in? You can come over on my lap. Oh, it's bath time. No problem. Just do it right on my mouse pad. It's alright. Nothing else to think of. Come on. Gives the biggest sigh in the world. Okay. Lay right underneath the screen. This character. It's interesting. Kinda had everything all at once, which is nice. Ooh, Baby Rattle and a bandage roll seem really good for this. Let's rattle. On either of those for now. I'm gonna get something I probably want it to be more baby ball stuff. Although I'd like to try and combine all the daggers, because I've gotta think that's a thing. I meant to banish that one too, not grab it. That's okay. Oops. really sucks. I will take a bandage roll though. That is one of the things I was really looking for. Swarm. Maybe? Kind of want to do Mosquito King and Spider Queen just to see. Can I get a king and a queen? I have found Vampire Lord, which would also be pretty cool. Found a few more. Huh, is that a gun? That's definitely like... That looks like an atomic bomb. Huh. I wonder if we're still missing an early ball. Probably, based on where it is. I wonder if, like, Mosquitoes and Mosquito King are a good idea together. Something like that. I'm gonna grab it. I'm not gonna keep rerolling forever. We're already doing okay. Exec is even just good before the evolution anyway. For us having all the extra baby balls. Could get that Vampire Lord. Hey, AJ. It's going okay. Grinding my way up the ranks. I've just started this fairly recently in the last, like, 2 weeks or so. So I'm missing a lot of things from the encyclopedia, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to figure them out. Discovered? Really? Dark eggs, maybe. Can I please increase my volume or increase my volume or decrease the game volume? Part of it is I'm probably not talking towards my mic. Sorry about that. But if everybody could let me know if that's still a problem, let me know. I've been a little quieter recently and not talking in there. Yeah, no, I kind of moved some things around today. That's better. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't thinking. I moved some things while I was working on photo editing. Hadn't really considered about it. I should. I normally test things out before I go live, but I wasn't thinking. This is probably a little loud still. Just a little bit. I'll do both. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Jay. You don't need to apologize for that. It's one of those obnoxious things. But, like, it being obnoxious does not mean that a streamer does not want to know it, if that makes sense. Like, I get annoyed about it, but I'm not annoyed about anybody telling me that. I'm very happy when somebody tells me. But also, audio is a nightmare. I've been streaming for well over a decade, and it still sucks. It's so easy to just, like, bump a thing, move a knob somewhere, and just throw out every single part of your system. And then it's impossible to fix in post. No one knows how to do audio. Correct. I'll do a mosquito swarm. Why not? This one's got me feeling a little mindless. We're just kicking too much ass, honestly. I have to wonder if... I haven't done any of, like, the fast runs yet. So many of these stages now feel so easy now that I've gotten a bunch of upgrades. I do wonder... if, there we go. I do wonder if, like, the fast version of stuff is going to be pretty tough. Ooh, vampiric sort of bandage roll. I really wish we hadn't accidentally clicked on this radiant feather. Yeah, I'm like 25 years old. Absolutely. I'm still a teen. 39 teen. We're all teens on the internet. And trust me, I will be extremely fucking pissed if you make some stupid jokes on my stream. It is not the place for them. The audacity of it. Hoping to try and find the horn. Wondering if I'm like, do I really want to reroll again? I guess. Because unfortunately we grabbed that fusion and it's not going to be great right now. Could just grab one of these, I suppose. Yeah, we'll do this, and then I'll take the levels and be a little bit sad that we couldn't maximize the possibility, but that's okay. We're doing okay. Like, we're in really good shape right now. And I probably wanted to save my rerolls for right now, when all we have is this extra stuff. I mean... Sword and bandage roll work together, right? I could just take it. I really wanted to get the horn, though. Yeah. Dang. I don't know that any of it really matters at this point. Maybe this? Maybe? I don't think the goblet matters all that much. Sure. We're getting healing, why not? Pushing down on us here. So we have the dark. What do I combine that with? Anything? Could make a vampire lord or something. Probably didn't get what I wanted exactly. Character's so weird. Kind of hard to bother aiming. I hope you all are excited about the weekend. I'm very excited and also dreading it. Alright, does this do anything? I mean, combines them. I'm wondering if there are any, like, hyper evolutions. Oh, that's a nice one. I guess I'll find out at some point. What the hell's happening? Why is there a reason I'm not firing? Hello? Did I just slow it down that much? Because I guess that getting rid of all those balls just got rid of everything? It's possible. I suppose that I killed all of my healing too, huh? Yikes. That is rough. Ugh. Yeah, I lost one ball when I fused them, but it just, like, shut down everything. And I think it's just because of the healing, honestly. Oh, right! Because this one explodes, so I think that was the problem. That was the issue. I forgot this one explodes. I never used Mosquito Swarm. So then it made Mosquito King explode, and then that's just not... It would just, like, be gone for 3 seconds at a time or whatever. Whoops. I'm going to return to base just so we can do a harvest, and then I'm going to bring out the same character. Ugh. Man, that would have been a really easy win if I had been thinking. But yeah, I'm excited for this weekend because it's... Final wedding. Final wedding. I'm both excited and, like, dreading it. It's a long day. It's a really, really long day. And the weather is not supposed to be nice. I mean, we're in Canada in November, so see how that works, but... They seem like great people. I'm sure it'll be a fun enough day. And then I'll be done. Stream will be priority again. This weekend you did start jamming session 0 of a tragic mecha TTRPG called Dragon Reactor. Huh. See, me, I was just like, oh, you're playing Lancer. Because everyone that I know that does mecha or TTRPGs now is... Well, obviously you're playing Lancer, right? What do you mean you're not playing Lancer? That being said, Lancer sounds rad, so I get it. You've never actually played Lancer. Fair enough. Well, and it's funny, for how much of, like, a mech person I am, I've never played Lancer. But Boix, my best friend and podcast co-host, is not a mech person at all, I would say. And yet, he's played Lancer a bunch. So, like, I don't know. It's one of those weird ones. God, I actually don't know many people that stream TTRPGs. I don't think of any in our community are really big on it. Let's get a swamp going. Maybe Swamp Mosquito would do a thing. That'd be kind of funny. Honestly, Swamp Mosquito Lord would be a good combo. Just in general. Yeah, we know a lot of. I know a lot of TTRPG people, like a lot of designers and stuff too, are even in our community. But I don't know of any of them that really stream them. You know what? Sure. The really fancy show's kind of killed. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I can understand that. Matt Mercer and all of his little dolls that he plays with. I get it. I've never really listened to Critical Role. I feel like I probably should at some point just to understand it. The people that are in for Critical Role are really in for it. Oh, like streaming one to get in on. That's one of those things where we do have our Discord for free. I've always encouraged people to do that, but I don't know that anybody's ever actually managed to get like a long-term group that way in all the years that we've done it. And I mean, I've done a lot of tabletop stuff because our group started with Magic the Gathering, so obviously there's a lot of TTRPG overlap, and you'd need to like really learn the community and get to know people before that would ever be an option anyway. Because most people aren't just gonna like get randoms. That's a hard thing to do. You've never done any except for face-to-face? Yeah, I've done a couple face-to-face, and I'm not amazing at them. I don't know that they're my jam necessarily. Although, funny enough, like, my very early internet days were all about FFRPGs. Yeah, I was thinking like people like Alesha would be the people to go to in our community. Well, that's one of those things where like there's no way that I could actually volunteer someone to like run an RPG for our community or say that they'd ever want to or anything. But yeah, my early internet days were all about freeform RPGs, FFRPGs, which was literally just like sitting in forums and chat rooms and doing RPGs that way without rule sets. So it was just basically creative writing. Also, we have a problem. Hi, problem. You back again? Give me them cat emotes if you got them. Good to see you, Coach Sleepy.
What do you see? The boy.
Used to play D&D in person pretty regularly, but getting the group together and scheduling is such a pain. Yep, and it can cause so much drama so easily, too. I had too many groups where it was a lot of drama that I saw that, like, or like people that I knew that they're like, oh, you should come join my group. And they would just, like, for years complain, like, oh, yeah, like, oh god, my friend John this week, oh, he was such an asshole, back and forth and doing all that. Oh no, I fucked it up, sorry. Hi. Bumped the wrong button.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what do you see?
The boy.
But yeah, they would complain and be like, oh man, this week, like, nobody showed up, like, Terry didn't refuse to pay for the pizza, even though it was Terry's turn this week. And then they'd go, hey, do you want to come? And it's like, no. No, actually, not really. Got kicked out of a couple roleplay forums. You were an obnoxious teen. Yeah. I didn't get kicked out of any. I had a group that I had a website that I really ended up being fond of and spent a lot of time there as... Like, I started when I was like 8. I was a very early internet adopter. Between that and MUDs. I never roleplayed on MUDs though, I always just played them for fun. Sure. Seems pretty good for us doing the poison swamp stuff. We do have the real bad problem of... Currently... Cloak Hatchet is kind of cool, but we're not able to kill that guy down there easily. Shoot extra baby balls when I heal. Let's do this for now. Can we get a zombie going up here, please, maybe? So I'm gonna try and make a swamp. We could just Mosquito King all the way up. I feel like there's a possibility that if there are like any kind of super evolution kind of stuff, that Swamp Mosquito King could totally do it. Just die. Oh god, the healing's enough. Okay, we're good. Grab that vampire as a little bit of desperation. Huh, okay. Pretty neat. Sure, let's do that. We are not spawning, like, any zombies at all. Okay, this shouldn't kill us like last time. Shouldn't. Oh wait, no, right, the zombies spawn on the dead ones, right? They don't come from the bottom like most of the other stuff. That makes sense. We're still missing some dark evolutions. I don't know that I've tried burn in dark. I wonder if that's a thing. I could honestly see either freeze and dark. Okay, that one's not. I mean, I was thinking that I'd just do the Vampire Lord, but I don't mind, like, doing some research. Got a little too close. Hoping to get another level before I grab down. No big deal. This one's feeling like it's going really nicely. I mean, the last one did too, until I accidentally fucked up my build. Killed myself for no reason. Hey, Arzu! Good to see you tonight. How you doing? Problem. Oh, we're just super dead. Ooh, I'm not right now, somehow. Yeah. Come on. Ugh. Hell, I might as well keep the money, I guess. Jeez. Where's that boss getting me every time? I had no trouble before that, but I guess being level 4 is probably a thing. Feeling tired. I get you there. I'm tired, boss. You need to hire another person to help you work. Oof. Yeah. Left after only 2 weeks. That's a scary job to be in. I've been in those. I remember a kitchen that I worked in that I was the... I mean, I think I talked about it last time. I was the oldest employee there after 3 months. Which was not great. That's always a bad sign. Just a little bit. Sure. Big thing is I was kind of thinking going among the stones there. Seems cool. gonna harvest again, so that we can go ahead and try and build that up if we can. Oh, they got back there. Good, good, good. Beaten the grasslands. This one has not. Let's just do the grasslands at this. I could just do a partner also. The partner feels so easy to do. I don't know. It does let you like double your number of clears in a way though. You just got the classic record, profits take breakfast as a reward, keep working. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's a real classic for sure. I saw one recently where people were like, they were talking about how they worked at a place where their like yearly profits went from 4 million to 44 million, and they had been getting a service where like they'd get juice and other drinks and stuff like put in a little fridge for all the workers, and they could just grab it whenever they wanted, kind of thing. So they basically, you know, like they 10 times plus their previous revenue for their department. And they were like all patted on the back and all this kind of stuff. And then they're like, and then a week later, I went and grabbed like my second apple juice of the day. And my boss saw it and went like, do you think those things grow on trees? And like basically yelled at them. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, yep. It's like, but they're just supposed, aren't they just supposed to be here for that kind of thing? So, yep, that sure is working for a boss. Apples, yeah, bro. Hey, Arkham, good to see you. It's been a little while. How have you been? It's been a little while mostly because I haven't been streaming as much as I'd like. I mean, I've worked tons of places like that, like I've told the story before, but I used to work at a place called Future Shop, which is Canadian Best Buy, or, well, was Canadian Best Buy. It got bought by Best Buy and then closed down and absorbed into Best Buy. But I was a salesperson, and we had my direct boss was a former salesperson who got promoted basically as I went in. Like, I knew he was a salesperson for like, we had like a month and a half or something, or like 3 months of overlap or something, where I was a salesperson and they were a salesperson, and then they got promoted to manager. And this was a person who would unironically quote the like coffees for closers monologue type shit that Alec Baldwin's character does in Glengarry Glen Ross, and think that made him cool and not a monster. And the whole point of that play and movie, if you've ever seen it, is that they're all immoral monster assholes working at like this sales firm. That they're like all cheating, lying, stealing, like doing anything that they can to get ahead. Yeah, ABC, always be closing. Yep. And I was having a bad month, and he was on me all the time and just being an absolute piece of shit. And so like, I finally though, right near the end of the month, like last 3 days, I made like a $12,000 sale or something. It was something very, very stupid. I sold them like 2 TVs. I sold the multiple Blu-ray players. We were commissioned salespeople, unlike Best Buy, but like, or does Best Buy have them? Anyway, I don't know. Either way. But I sold them like multiple Blu-ray players, like full sound systems, wiring, installation fees, everything. And like all top of the line gear. I got this absolutely massive sale. The one sale alone basically rocketed me into first place in the department. I finished the sale up, moved them out the door, and then I hear from across, like, almost across the entire department, "So what the fuck did you do wrong with that?" As he comes storming up to me. And I knew immediately, I was like, I didn't sell them the Monster Power Bar. I didn't ask them about it. He's like, "That's fucking right! What the fuck are you doing?" And just absolutely screams at me for like 15-20 minutes in the middle of the store in front of everybody. That was a fun job. And it was like, I don't know, man. It seemed like we did okay on that one. Like, it was only the biggest sale of the last, like, 6 months for the entire department. Why would you be happy? I could have made, you're right, I guess I could have made the company, like, an extra, you know, $20 on it. Power trip. Oh yeah, the dude was an absolute monster. I've talked about him a lot before. He was a really, really fun boss. I knew... So a bunch of the people there were in computer science, and actually some of them eventually sold off, like, a bunch of search engine stuff. Like, they made their own search engine. I'll turn on my camera again. So, a few people were working there, and they actually made their own search engine, and they had, like, they were trying to advertise to all the people in the store constantly. And they were showing us one of the things that they had done was a preview window. Like, this is 2007 at the latest? Something like that? But where you would mouse over a link on the search engine and it would pop up a preview of the website, which pretty standard a lot of the time now, but like that was like a really big thing. And they were like trying to sell this everywhere and do this big thing. They were working with that guy's brother, our manager's brother. And they had been like going on and on about how cool it was, on and talking about it. And then one day they just kind of shut up about it, and I was like, well, like, so what was going on with your stuff? And he's like, oh, well, it got sold. I was like, oh, like, so you guys made like a lot of money? And they're like, well, someone did. They hadn't patented it yet. And that guy's brother, who had been working with them, patented it behind their back and sold it for like 6 figures. And when they confronted him about it, he went, you work with my brother, you know what my family's like. And they went, yep, we should have known. And I'm like, yeah, honestly, you kind of should have. This is a fun crew, those two. They were a real good group. Wonderful human beings. I remember that we closed down the store and got rid of all the management for a night, where they wanted to do start, stop, continues. I'm sure everybody's gone through those before, where they go like, oh, you need to start doing this, stop doing this, and continue doing this, as like a way of organizing criticism, like feedback for workers, right? But what they would do is they would do that once a year, where we could do that about management, and they would take all the management out, and it would just be the workers doing it in the store after hours. And we spent like an hour and a half debating if we were, like, this was the entire store. If for him, they were going to do a, we were going to just leave our first impression of what we thought. Because like, we were supposed to do like a full big page of it. And really what they had done was we were like, okay, listen, we should do this. And people were like, no, I need to keep my job. And we're like, but if everybody does it. So we had a huge argument of his being, start being a better person, stop being an asshole, and continue trying to improve as a human being. It was a really intense debate as to whether or not that should be what was left. I was on one side of that. I don't know what I want to do here. Sorry, I'm thinking real hard about this one. I think we've done every bleed. No, we haven't. Can't imagine bleed and burn is a thing. I feel like we've had them before. I'll grab them and see. So I got into story time too much. Just having too much fun with it. Story time can be so fun. Job story time is great. I've had some really terrible jobs. You had a friend who almost got written up at Best Buy and he was just there shopping. Was he wearing khakis then? Group conventions, a grand tradition. It's so good. It's a lot of fun. Tell me more. Oh, I have a lot of stories from that place. Yeah, it was truly an awful place to work at a certain point. It was too bad because, like, the money was good, and everybody else that I worked with, so many of the coworkers that I had were really, really great. And even some of the other managers were pretty good, but, like, that dude was just such an unbelievable piece of shit that it really did override basically everything. Okay, well, now we know burn and bleed don't do anything, burn and poison don't do anything. We still have a burn, 2 burns that we don't know of. At the time we worked at Sears selling electronics and some random customer had asked him about a camera or something and he just answered since he knew all about them. Went back to shopping, the customer got mad. Oh no! That's really funny. Oh, sure, let's give it disease. I guess that the one nice thing about that job, like, for a story on that one, it gave me so many good stories, was things like, it was one of the few jobs where I was finally old enough and smart enough to go, you know what? I should quit this way. And when I did quit, it was everybody in the entire store, we had a plan where what we did is they actually put up a template of how to quit, like inside of the, why do I keep seeing like I have something behind you? Weird. I have like a bit of hair coming out. Anyway, they did a form letter, I resigned 2 weeks form, and just put it on the back computer so that we could just print it out so that they would know that we were all doing it together. And then everyone quit. Like, oh god, a few Americans won't get this. Like, on Boxing Day, like, where our last day would be Boxing Day, and then they just have nobody after that. And we basically did it in 2 waves. Like, one group agreed that they would do it right before Christmas to really fuck them, and then the other group was like, we need the extra money from Boxing Day, so we'll just stop on Boxing Day. Boxing Day, for those that don't know, is day after Christmas, biggest day of the year. It's Black Friday for Canada. And so we had this form letter for it, and I printed mine off and handed mine in just before Christmas. And I handed it in by going into the manager's office, like the store manager, not my direct manager, not my department manager. And he happened to be there. And I go, here's my 2 weeks, and passed it over to her. The door was open, and it's like, there's customer services here. The door for the office is right next to it, like 5 feet away. And the door's wide open right now. So there's like lines of customers and stuff at customer service, things like that. I walk over, pass it in. It's this tiny little office, so I'm basically standing outside of the door. They're standing inside. And she goes, "Oh my god, like, I'm surprised that you're quitting. Like, what's the problem? Could we offer you more money or like extra hours? Like, what do you need to stay here?" She's like, "What's the problem?" And I'm like, "Him." Because he was sitting in the office. And she goes, "Oh, can you maybe close my door now?" And they offered me, they're like, we'll give you more money, we can change some hours, is there anything we can do? Like, you could fire him while he was in there. And they were like, "I don't think we can do that." I'm like, "Well, then I guess that my 2 weeks are gonna stay." She goes, "There's literally nothing else you can do." I'm like, "I love my job, but he's actually just making it unlivable, so that's basically all you could do." It was really satisfying to do it to his face while he was sitting there just kind of going more and more purple, because he couldn't really say anything or do anything about it. Because, like, what do you... At that point, she's trying to get me to keep. Like, his boss is trying to get me to stay. They've had all these people quitting, so it's like... Pretty much all of them knew that it was because of him. At a certain point, he's just sitting there and just taking it. Felt super good. That was a nice quit. There's a lot of other ones where I wish I had done something. We all have those jobs, right? The ones where you're like, "God damn it. I should have quit when they gave me this. I should have given my 2 weeks notice like a month ago. I shouldn't have given my 2 weeks notice." All that kind of stuff. Hope they fired him after that. So it wasn't that long after that. They didn't actually, despite that. I think that he worked there for like another year and a half or something. But it was pretty close to after that like Best Buy had taken over while I was working there. And then Best Buy like closed down all those stores and made them into Best Buys, or like if there was a Best Buy in the city, just closed the store. So he was out of a job fairly quickly. But no, I mean, they should have fired him a long time ago and long before that, so they weren't going to fire him over that. As incredible as that is to think. Because, yeah, they absolutely should have fired him 100 times over. Like, there was this poor woman who was super nice, and she was a really good salesperson. And I remember seeing her, like, crying in the parking lot, just full-on breakdown. And I was like, "Are you okay? Is there anything I can do?" And she's like, "Well, you could get rid of him." And I'm like, "Hell, I mean, I can't." Like, before, and that was before her shift. She's like, yeah, she was just saying, like, "Yeah, I do that every day." And I'm like, "Can you quit?" And she goes, "Where else can I work as, like, a student and still be able to do part-time here and make enough money to live?" Like, it paid well if you were a good commission salesperson, right? Like, if you were good at selling, it paid really, really well. For that kind of a job, like our area, it was fantastic on those kinds of things, so it was really hard to just get up and quit it. So yeah, in some ways it's like funny to talk about now, and especially that, like, I don't think he's doing very well in life. I can't imagine he is. But at the same time, like, power tripping as a middle manager at a department store when you're 35 or whatever is not the sign of success. So I'm sure that he has not done particularly well for himself over the years, although you never know. And I know he didn't do well immediately after that because they had their store sold, and he didn't go on to the Best Buy. I did know that, because there's like, we're in a fairly small city, so I'd have known if he was working there. Yeah, like, it's funny stories, but also, like, those kinds of people really do wreck a lot of lives. Like, we should have actually gotten together and, like, honestly sued him for harassment. It was unreal. I'm leaving out a lot of the worst of it. Because, like, it's not funny to talk about all the stuff that he would scream at people and stuff. Like, you know, that's not exactly fun, cool stories. Maybe he got his act together and improved as a person. Uh-huh. You never know. I mean, sometimes that does happen. But, yeah, I think we know the odds of that. God, that would have been really satisfying for your story, Missing Matter, though, about, like, getting reamed out about, like, hey, why would you do this to a customer? And then you're like, I don't fucking work here. That's, like, the most powerful move to play. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately it was too bad because the pay was really good, and like a lot of those stores, commission sales places are well known for assholes like that, and for also like the culture of like people stealing sales, do whatever you can to get ahead, that kind of thing. It wasn't like that though, besides him. Like, there was another middle manager who was fairly similar, and I think that's probably why he got raised up, but like, the everyday employees weren't like that at all, and the one thing that all of the managers were good at is that, like, you don't steal sales, and you don't have to use, like, wildly high-pressure sales tactics, don't lie to customers, like that kind of thing. Which was really nice and refreshing. A lot of those places are not like that, so it was too bad when that place really fell apart, unfortunately. Oh god, yeah, no, the stereotype of, like, he's an asshole but he gets results is so bad. And people misunderstand that message in a lot of media and stuff, too. Look at Whiplash, that movie. The idea of, like, oh, to be an auteur, like, especially in, like, art stuff, oh my god, that just is such a big thing. It's like, oh, well, they're an artiste, you see. Worst excuse for that kind of shit. I think we've got all these. We do. We're still missing a vampire, aren't we? Yeah, one. Huh. I feel like I've looked at combining it with just basically everything at this point. I remember about that same time period when Circuit City went under shortly after firing their top 10% most expensive sales employees, and Circuit City was commissioned. Yeah, yep. Stores don't think about anything but cutting measures a lot of the time. That's an incredible cell phone. God. Another level here first. We'll grab this. No! Damn. Definitely feels like the best build that we've had on this so far. I mean, we've also brought a partner, which is a huge upgrade. I just want to see if I can get all the daggers. I'm sure that's gotta be a combo. It's so hard to do, though. This literally does nothing. Well, okay. I guess it increases movement speed by 10% still. But this character already has the rest of this. So, not really any point to that. So I guess I'll just Warhorn. It's fine. That would have been nice. Oh hey, I'm finding the ways that we can actually do that stuff. Yeah, the like firing all the senior staff thing is like a tried and true maneuver for so many places. You'll always see horror stories of people like, so they fired the senior technician before me, and now I have no idea how anything works. Yeah, none of them will go to like a competitor or anything, definitely not. And I mean, it's not like they're getting paid the highest because, say, they're knowledgeable about all of the systems in your company or anything like that. Guess we're mosquito theming it again, why not? It's like trading your franchise quarterback because he makes too much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of times these days, it's not necessarily that they're fired outright, but they'll get, like, exactly, encouraging them to retire. A lot of the times with a lot of senior staff like that, part of that is that it's hard to, they might have, like, guarantees in their contracts, where if you were to fire them, then there would be, like, issues with that. You'd need to have a lot of cause and everything. So instead they just make your life hell while you work there, make you go back to the office, that kind of thing, to try and get rid of you. Which is always just brilliant. Like you said, definitely the same effect. Saber 2. Okay. I forgot the name of this boss. I haven't played any of Ball Pit in a little while. Like, it's been most of the week. Anything that I was playing on my own, I was doing like lower level grinding, so I could save the big unlocks for chat. Doing these rogue days. And tree. Okay, so better trees. And a monastery. Okay. Slightly successful. Not bad. Maybe I'll harvest first since these are fully grown and then replace them. Probably the right thing to do. Okay, put the monastery here. Yeah, it's both touched by Veterans Hut, so it gets extra experience, and we get Iron Fortress to help build it. Okay. That seems like it's a good idea. Oh, we could move this too. I guess if it's just gonna get upgraded right now, it's not a bad idea to give it build points. Not bad. That was a good run. Really good run. You're getting horrible customer service news. Your brother was almost hit by a car while doing carts at the grocery store. And the jackass followed him into the store to yell at him. Oh my god. Yeah, Raving Pyro, that's definitely a throw hands kind of moment. A flagellant. Man, it sucks to have gas problems. What that one's like. You're looking for better jobs away from customer service? Yep. That's why no matter how much like my job can be very, very busy at this time of year, I still really love it because I don't think I could go back. Total. Kind of screwed that up. Nope. Replace all these upgrades. So 600 and 600 to do these. There's 700 for that. Okay, so we've got enough. Cool. Hey, Zombub, good to see you. I guess we could Cogitator. I feel like the Cogitator is super unfun, but also we do need to level him, so sure, why not? Oh, we need to upgrade the pet too. I guess I could just do Empty Nester instead and enjoy myself. That's not a bad idea. What level is Empty Nester? Twice as fast. So maybe Empty Nester and Itchy Finger? Feels like it's a good idea to have a partner here for this one. Since we're doing a new thing, it's probably going to be kind of tough. Maybe not the worst idea. Mean that I need to try and actually catch the balls. Okay, we know all evolutions for the ghosts. We know all evolutions for the cell. Do we know all of them for freeze? I'm trying to unlock new stuff. We do. Okay. That being said, we could get Wraith. Pretty good. Freezing enemies seems like a really good idea. I do like that raid. I'm gonna go with the raid. I'm gonna try anyway. See if I can find like Magnet and Bottle Tornado. Don't know everything for this. Know that it doesn't work with burn. Know that it doesn't work with freeze. Doesn't work with ghost. Could do blizzard. I don't know if I've tried lightning and burn. So if we do that as Wraith, maybe we can try that. Walked into it like a dummy. Gotta imagine that that's bad. But, yeah. I just wanted to see, like, how much does that actually hurt? The answer is a fair bit, actually. That far up. Perspective's a little weird on the, like, angle here. Well, shit. I didn't think I got close enough to that either. Oh, Surf, thanks for getting that sub to missing. Very kind of you. I mean, we're not taking as many shots because we don't have baby balls, so yeah. I'm sure that'll be good. It's gotta be fine. Ooh, I did say Bottle Tornado and Magnet would be nice. Maybe not loving Bottle Tornado as much, but Magnet seems really good for our build here. We need to catch the balls as fast as we can. It's still weird there's like no downside to the matchmaker stuff because it really feels so powerful. Supposed to feel almost necessary for like new harder levels at the start. I think as you grind up levels, you get better and better anyway, but... Okay, so we know that fire and lightning don't do anything. Yeah, I think this one's a pretty heavy meta progression. Need a spreadsheet. It's pretty wild, yeah. One undiscovered. I've done it with both of those, though. There is this one that looks like a nuke? Yo, Visual Pine, how you doing? Good to see you. What are you up to today? Hopefully having a good one. Welcome Raiders, welcome Raiders. Doing a little bit of Ball Pit tonight, which is every Friday we try and do a subvoted roguelike. So I have a Rogues Day that we do on Saturdays. Most of the time tomorrow I have a really long wedding to do. But I have a list of like 105 or something roguelikes at this point, and chat can even add new ones for subs and patrons if you jump into the Discord. There's a vote there. We always do a poll, they get to add ones onto it. And that's how we slowly expand the list out and add new things to the show. Finish the epilogue of Hades 2. Oh, I haven't been able to play as much Hades 2 yet. I'm gonna see about maybe doing bomb stuff. Welcome Raiders, welcome Raiders. So I guess what I'm also saying is, hey, no spoilers, please. Not that you would, but the little bit that I have played of Hades 2 I have loved. I've played very little though, unfortunately. Tragically. God, Silk Song. Yeah, I also have not started that too. There's too many. There's too many. I think I've only made it to like third boss. Did we even make it to third boss? I can't remember. I know that our problem was I only did one really big stream of it so far, and with that one big one, we kept on running into, like, God, what's the name of the character that shows up when you're going too fast? And it just got a little too brutal. Yeah, we saw the new Cerberus. That's what it was. I remember that being the last one now that I'm thinking. Come on ahead, bud. Stop biting my feet and just jump up. We have the kitty. This year for gaming is actually ridiculous. The last couple years have been. Because I still haven't fully finished Caves of Cud. Like, actually want to run. I made it to what seems like the final fight, and I didn't get there. Hi. So I didn't warn everybody. Beware, we have the boy! If you've got kitties, spam them out. Hi, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what do you see?
The boy.
Yeah, there's so many games I need to get back to. Like, I really want to get back to Sekiro, which was a very, very kind gift from Arkham. But then I broke my hand, and then I broke my other hand. And, this hand is still doing very bad, so... A lot of those kinds of games are pretty tough. I'm extremely double jointed. I have EDS. Oh, fuck. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. It's been a while since I've been streaming as regularly as I normally do. I normally stream 5 days a week, but you found another goofy low-budget roguelike called Tales of Maj'Al. Oh, Tome?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tome is
What do
an
you see?
old classic. Tell Kitty I love him. Anyang, chat loves you. Oh my god, you have a blep. I can't show it though because you're faced towards me. Oh my god. He's very, very cute. He knows he's loved though. My wife and I are wedding photographers. Well, just photographers in general. Which is relevant because I was gonna say, we actually have a bunch of good photos of him, as you can imagine. Oh, hey buddy. You just clicked my mouse with your tail. And we have another kitty that we don't get to show a whole lot either. We have a few of them in this gallery. Here's him playing under the sheets a long time ago. You literally just heard of it and it's actually really good. Yeah, Tales of Maj'Al is incredible. It's been being worked on for like 30 years. So that was him under the covers playing. We have a bunch of him. That is not him, surprisingly. But this is when we first got him. For the first like 6 months, he slept in sinks, and then he never did again. This is him waiting for us to come home. He always waits in the same spot in his cat tower at the front door. This is our other little girl. She's 20, and she is extremely tiny and very, very playful and like the sweetest thing ever. He's kind of a fucker. I love him for it, but he's a fucker. She is unbelievably sweet. Here's another one of her playing. That's Misha. The other recent roguelike that was fundamentally flicking discs. I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Flickshot Rogues. It's very good. What? There's another one? Stop releasing games. I need time. I can't remember. Visual Pine. If you're a Tales of Maj'Al person, you're like a real roguelike sicko. Because Tales of Maj'Al is like classic roguelikes. That's the tough stuff. Did you ever play Caves of Cud? Because Caves of Cud. Oh, Caves of Cud. Or another one that you might really like that I don't talk about as much is Dungeon Mans. Dungeon Mans is a lot of fun. Test your strength. It gave you Peglin vibes. Peglin vibes is good, just don't do Peglin balance, and then you're probably nailing it. Okay. So if I have the thought, there's maybe super, like, extra evolutions. Bomb? And what would make something here that looks like an actual bomb, like a falling out of plane bomb, an atomic bomb? I'm guessing poison? Or virus? Maybe noxious? So like either some other top end ones, or what was the other one I was thinking of? Oh, cell. Because maybe like cluster bomb? You'd think that would show like a cluster though. Yeah, like uranium, like gas. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you're a roguelike sicko. Hell yeah, hell yeah. One of us. Boyk bought me Tales of Mordile a long time ago, and I haven't played as much of it as I need to. There's too many games. There's too many games. They're all so cool. It's hard to get around all of them. I think lightning vampire is likely. Could get some health. I'm running out of rerolls here. I want to grab something extra because if we get a fusion right now, I'm not leveling anything up and I'm not fusing anything, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe we can find bandages too. Wouldn't be the worst. It's not AoE, but we could do some AoE stuff with it. Combine it with something. Bomb is, and it's a lot of AoE. Okay, I mean I was hoping for the bandage, but this is fine. What does that do again? Flash. Damage all enemies on screen for 1 to 3 damage after hitting an enemy and blind them. Okay, right. Don't love that. I could just go for a level here right now. Let's do this. Oh boy, 1 level. We've achieved level 1. Thanks to the hype train, by the way. Appreciate all the gift subs and stuff that got there. It was very kind of you. So I was thinking this one's actually pretty good. Because if we do something like this plus Wraith, gets the magic staff bonus stuff. I'm okay with that. Not walk into enemies directly. Not unless we have the right stuff for it. Woo! Okay. I rescind my complaint about only getting one last time. Fully upgraded. We really need a fusion. Okay. There we go. Oh? I wanted Storm, but I need to see what this is. We have seen, like, 3 passive evolutions. Heals you by 1. And you can heal past. Oh, and it no longer hurts us to fireball. That's... yeah, that's a big upgrade. Oh my god. And we can even put in bandage again now. Not that, like, having baby balls in this build is going to be incredible. Should actually concentrate on catching some of these a little bit. So we're trying to find bandage or like poison to go with the bomb. I don't have enough room to actually make noxious gas. I wish I'd maybe should have thought about that to keep the wind. I feel like gas and bomb would maybe work together. Maybe you just need to combine 2 bombs. Maybe that's what it is. I should just grab iron. Grab the upgrade. Dang. Really wanted that storm maxed out. Combine it with the Wraith at that point. We did talk about, like, bomb egg sac, so that could be like a cluster bomb kind of thing, maybe. Sinking it in cell. Oh, right, cell we already know all the combinations with, don't we? I think we do with egg sac too, though. No, we're missing 1. It's not the one I would like to try, honestly. Poison munitions. The War Crimes build. Taking a partner really does feel like cheating. Oh, and we get bandages? Oh, sick. Let's see how far up we were. Yeah, we're almost at the end. That might have been my last chance. I'm probably not going to be able to catch the bomb thing. Dang. We did find one new thing, though. That's pretty damn good. I'll be happy about that. I feel like we've discovered most stuff, so... I know chat's going to laugh at me for that. At least for the evolutions. I feel like I've found a lot of the evolution stuff. Yeah, we're not gonna get that last fusion. Ooh, okay. Dragon Prince. Never find another fusion, right? But I guess I should try. Oh. Ooh, that's fun. Alright. Vertical and horizontal movement. 2 directional dragons. I wish we could find a fusion. Dang. 2 more gears. It also just makes sense to always bring a partner because you get double gears. Like, there's no downside and only upside. It's so weird. Sure. Gem Spring. Dynamite. Dragon Wheel. I wonder if, like, there would be a passive and a ball that would form an evolution. Maybe that does the big bomb. Very possible. That could be it. That's very good. I'm looking for one like that. $250 a piece. As we were in the middle of upgrading these two, funny. Some of this fiddly stuff I don't know about still. Sure. We could do a lot of upgrades at once. The tactician. Probably re-aim this too, huh? In fact, it's in a really bad spot now. Nope, not that. Set aim. There we go. Sure, why not? Let's do that. What do you do? It looks like we've got almost everything, actually. Oh, balls bounce normally off the bottom of the screen, so you have to catch them to fire them again. That seems really cool. Battles become turn-based? Okay. Okay. We're gonna do a really early one just to see. I gotta know. Yo. Yo. For all of like some of the characters being characters I don't really love, that is so fucking cool. Yeah. Did I fuck that up? It's fine. This is a very goofy character. Very cool though. I like that synergy, sure. so rad. This is such a great idea. God, we should check it out with the cogitator for sure. I think that it probably just plays the picks still, though. I've got to think. But maybe I'm wrong. I'd like to see. It's definitely worth looking at. Okay, we were wondering about doing iron with fire and then poison to make the big bomb. I haven't like nailed exactly what I wanted to do there, but we'll figure it out. There we go. Okay. The way the experience fills up on this character too. What a great design. Really, really good idea. Yeah, it's unfortunate this one just grabs all of them. I would have liked to have not gotten that yet. I'll try to make the bomb and then try and do something with poison. Sure. Boom. This now feels kind of Piglin or something. What a neat idea. This one's so good. Maybe there's a light ghost. I feel like we found all the ghosts though. Yeah. I don't think we've found all the... We haven't found anywhere near the light combinations though. I guess that if bomb and poison don't work... I really wanted to combine it with wind, though, to make Noxious first. I'll... do that. Yeah, bomb plus light might be a thing, you're right. That's a good point. I don't think it'd be a flashbang though, based on what I'm like, because I'm looking at this, but maybe one of these is? You never know. But I'm thinking like this one in particular. That's gotta be bomb plus something, right? Right? Probably? feel like there's gotta be a super evolution. So if poison and bomb don't work, we can try and do poison plus bleed to make virus and bomb and see if that does something. I don't think so. I'm guessing they'd be more likely to be like the noxious. This is such a weird character. Fucking love it. It's really neat. So I can just... Huh. That's very strange. Fuck yes, okay. Doubt evolutions are involved in any evolutions, huh? They had poison plus cell B radiation, so... Yep, it's just nuclear bomb. Indefinitely. To everyone present. Does that mean me? That's an interesting thought. Bloody ghost! Why not? God, that opens up so many possibilities. I wonder if Mosquito King and Spider Queen do make a thing then. That one would make a lot of sense to me. Kind of funny just gain levels here. Sure. Oh, there's like a timer on this character. I mean, that's for good reason, because otherwise you could actually just have something bounce indefinitely. Very easily, too. We will certainly do your idea next, Ghidorah, and do the, Cogitator and this asshole. Seems like a good idea. Just to see what happens. If it's allowed. Now I gotta think about, like, ultra combo stuff. We're never gonna get that far, I suppose, this time. So, sure. I don't know, whatever. Iron and ice. We already have everything for ice. Iron, we're missing one thing. Sure. Let the nuke hit him. Huh. Recharges after 60 seconds is an interesting thought on this character. And that's definitely not how it'll work. So the other thing I now need to figure out is, do passives ever combine with the balls for anything extra? Because they might. There's already the other Ultra Evolutions, I wouldn't be surprised. The XP from this also counts as, like, XP for the character for meta progression, right? I think? Seems pretty good. Gotta remember that for these gem springs. I've not tried bomb or, like, fire and magma and stuff, no. I need to look at that. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do all of that in this run now. Like, another Ultra Evolution is just probably not in the cards. but I should. The one I really want to try is Spider Queen and Mosquito King, because that just makes sense to me. That feels right. I love that you can have this character with all the arrows that can kind of surround you. You could basically make them into like any of the swords pointing at a smug dick meme. Like, what opinions got you like this about baby balls? Is it simply having baby balls in your game as a phrase? Because I'd probably do it. What do you get when you cross a spider with a mosquito? I don't know, but like, queen and king both, I mean, I know they're not insects, don't come at me, but both insects. Man from the ethics committee. Okay, yeah, that's... You know, we have some scientists in our chat every once in a while. They could let us know. I'm something of a scientist myself. Screws on, bud. Okay, so wait, could I just... No, okay. I was wondering, I'm like, how does this boss work? Because he's still going right now, but... Oh, ah, dang. I love that we can just, like, walk all up here. Just wait. Who would win, Nuclear Missile or Skeleton King? Coughing Baby. Ooh, okay, so that's no reaction. Gotcha. That is not reactable from there. Huh. So that's fucking rad. we can probably wait. Just do that. It's gonna try and upgrade all of these slowly, all of our resource stuff. God, there's so much to do. Okay, so Cogitator and Tactician. Let's see if it'll let us. It will. No, we still get to aim. Dang. I mean, great, also, but dang. It was a good question, Ghidorah. God, the more that I think about your strong reprimand from the ethics committee, I'm like, do they still have those in 2025? Fox? What does that mean? Okay, gotta be aware of my placement, right? I'm not allowed to move after I fire, so... think about. Someone somewhere still has them, right? Right? Probably? Sure. When you walk into the ethics department and they're just like doing shots, is that a good sign? It's how you know the economy's healthy. The thing that matters. lot of evolutions tonight. This has been very successful. Radiation beams. I can see why people were saying this is broken, because being able to like just choose where you're aiming precisely in this game is very strong. Yeah, the one that fires the balls from the back is probably very, very good for shade. That might have been one of the ones that's not allowed. I'll have to see. I didn't look at all of them, but there were quite a few. Yeah, that seems wildly strong. I feel like cohabitance wasn't allowed, which was strange. Oh, okay. These are fusion reactors. The meta progress is strong with this game. All these buildings are like wildly powerful now. There we go. Just a little applied mathematics, some geometry. God, the one that I never get is always like, I see it sometimes where I'll be like, oh, okay, I finally get how that works. But like topography, namely like untangling knots and stuff that look like they are firmly tied together, and all you have to do is just like move them in a really weird specific way and it just all falls apart. That shit's just wizardry. I love it. It's such a cool like visual effect. You can sometimes kind of puzzle it out, but it almost feels like a trick. Oh boy. Eggs and iron, that'll do something. Good choice, Cogitator. canonically, due to a video that devs hired someone to make, all characters fire the balls out of their mouths. Well, sure. Makes sense. P is stored in the balls are stored in the mouth. Okay. All makes sense. Thanks to that image, Surf Wizard. It's very useful. Sir, that was very rude. There we go. Yeah. Now we cooking. Holy shit. Okay, wait. Wait. Hold. Seems like a good turn. And yeah, you're right, more and more, Ghidorah. It definitely feels like the shade would be wildly fucked up with this. Wait. Fucking Iron Egg. Iron Egg works. Wait, it does what? It's a shotgun, so... I mean, I can imagine, but... That makes sense. Well, yeah, I mean... P is stored in the balls are stored in the mouth, iron's stored in the eggs for shotguns. If you ever talk to a shootsman, they always call the, you know, there's clips, magazines, and eggs. Everyone knows. Should have thought of that. I'm not big on guns, so I don't really think about it a lot. You can do like with shotgun. And it probably works pretty well without it being an evolution exactly. Character seems very, very strong. Like, the game's so obviously not designed for this, which is great. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that's a wonderful reason to put this character in the game, actually. It's a single-player game. Getting some dumb bullshit going like this is really smart. But it's kind of incredible they just have this. Because yeah, like stuff that just goes to the back and then just bounces around. Like even if we can't get Shade, getting the Ghost and, funny enough, these characters together actually, because Ghost and Iron, and then you get like Shuriken, which goes into the back. It just freely goes to the back. Also, this is very much the, oh god, the Turtle Rock enemy in Link to the Past in the Dark World. What is that called again? But yeah, like that guy that sticks out his mouth and like fires both flame and ice at you or whatever. Or like, or is it then? Oh god, but like, there's an enemy like that. There's a boss that definitely does that. No, it's not Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock is the turtle. I'm an idiot. There's a different one. What one is that from? What dungeon is that? Huh. Foolish me. Can't even remember my Link to the Past. This is such a cool build. Not so much the Cogitator, just tactician in by himself. Yeah, the boss of Turtle Rock is a three-headed dragon thing. I mean, it is a turtle. Yeah, it becomes a rock snake at the end. That thing is awful. This is a real banger soundtrack for this boss. But yeah, the boss that I'm thinking of has like the purple face mask and you use the hammer to hit it. It's in... Is it just in Dark Palace 1? It might be. Maybe that's why I'm forgetting it. Helmasaur King. Yep. Like, that one enemy on this stage is absolutely Helmasaur King. That boy? That's a Helmasaur King. I'd know him anywhere. I wouldn't know him by name, but I would know him. I'd look at him across the party and go, yeah, Steve from high school? Yeah, I remember you. And I'd feel really embarrassed, but like I would know him, so that'd be the worst part. Just not knowing who he is exactly. Like you were from Palace of Darkness 7. No, from 1. Yeah, grade 1. The first part of Dark World. Right, you were next to Claire. Just like, I choose not to get hit with this character is so funny. Get an extra upgrade point. Sure, why not? Yeah, this character can jam out to the boss music without you, like, having to be distracted. I was actually going to say that, too. Because I was really getting into that. We dug so deep into hell we found heaven? Dang. Sure. Why not? Good aim. Dead ahead. I would think that, yeah, I was gonna say, I think Tactician and Shield Master are probably one that you can't do. I'm almost positive that was one that you're not allowed. You can do Shade. Okay, but they don't let you do it with Flagellant because, yes. Yeah, just having them bounce normally off the bottom of the screen so you can just instantly do an infinite thing seems bad. Yeah, I get that. Okay. I can see why they would want to shut that shit down. Okay, let's do that. If we do another one, it's getting pretty late. I need to go and get a drink of water, stretch my legs, all that kind of stuff. And I'll be right back. Hold on a bit of a moment. I'm not even sure how late it is. I kind of wanted to talk to Tanya for a second too. Thank you all for being here so far. If you like the stream, those follows mean a lot. You can always check out the podcast also. It's been a wonderful night. I've had a lot of fun times chilling here. It's been real good. This game's got a lot going on. And I'll see you in just a minute. I should actually leave it here so we can have the harvest stuff regenerate, I think. Also, is that the last... I only have one more. Dang. Almost in the final levels. Alright, see you in a moment. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, welcome back everybody. Thanks for sticking around for that quick break. Not gonna be on too much longer, I don't think, but we'll do one real fast one. See the Heaven's Gate thing. Heavenly Gates, whatever that one was. And see if we can't do Mosquito King and Spider Queen. We've got 2 balls that work with it already, so it should be more likely. I feel like the Flagellant is also like wildly busted. I have to do the Shade and Tactician stuff later. Those runs felt like they were really long. That's one of the only problems. That seems pretty good. For what we're doing. I don't know. Somehow I think every bounce getting them more powerful seems pretty strong. for the ultimate baby build. Dang, I caught one of them. There we go. So Mosquito King is now Vampire and Broodmom? Maybe this Vampire and Spider Queen does a thing almost. I can see that being real. Give me a new ball. I need something. I mean, that could ultimately do a thing, I suppose. It seems like another character to be Absurd Tactician. Yeah, the Flagellant, where it can bounce off of anything, it's not allowed. That was one of the ones that's not allowed. That's what I was saying earlier, is I'm like, yeah, that one makes sense. They wouldn't allow this. Okay. Oh, the double? Yeah, the Cohabitants would probably be really good. Not what I was looking for, but sure. Maybe a cart and a turret makes like a tank. I could actually see that making sense. I guess we're doing that. Come on, Broodmom. We need that Mosquito King. It is Broodmom and Vampire, right? I think so. Yep. No! No, I didn't, but I just was hoping. Dark and Bleed, I guess? We can do that. Redbriar, good to see you. How you doing? Hot damn. Is anybody getting sound for those? Because I did not. What the hell? 85 months. How have you been? Nope, no sound. Weird. There has been some real problems since the Cloudflare outage. So I'm just surprised if that's some of it. Make it through this one. We're getting real close. I think that was a very good evolution for us, but it might have just been too late. Ooh. God, and we even got it? That vampire just being stuck in it is good, right? That's probably fine. That's probably okay. Okay, I'll have to look at what's going on there, but I appreciate the... I very, very much appreciate the sub. No baby ball. I was hoping for the horn. Let me do this. I don't know. Feels right. All the things that are like similarly colored. We just don't have enough Mosquito King yet to get the fusion. There's a lot of stuff here. Real problem. We're gonna die before I get the last chance to see. Oh, this sucks. No, wait. Oh, okay, it doesn't fuse. Dang. Mosquito King and Spider Queen do not make anything extra. It felt right, but it's not. Unfortunate. Oh, pretty good try for level 1 on, like, the hardest level that we had. Oh, okay. Extra passive slots pretty big. I think I wait on that one for a little bit. Stop. Upgrade that so we just have it stop bothering us. Alright. Not bad. Thank you for all being here. Shit, that's the ethics committee. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for stopping by. Listen, it was a legitimate experiment. Sometimes you've just gotta see. I know they're not both insects, okay? But you just gotta try and make a monster sometimes. Thanks for being around. I will be back next week. I will put up the schedule on Sunday or Monday. I won't be able to be around Saturday or Sunday, unfortunately. Because Saturday is the last big wedding of the year. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And then Sunday I have podcast. Catching up on all the editing work. And we're basically like, I'm gonna be free and clear very soon. I'll be back next week when the heat's off. Exactly. You don't say it out loud, or just let's... Okay, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna host over to Juker. I'm gonna be... Just don't say that I'm here. Maybe they won't hear me.